Marc Guéhi, a key figure in Manchester City's defensive lineup since his move from Crystal Palace, has been at the heart of a dramatic saga involving Liverpool's pursuit of the talented centre-back. Guehi, who moved to the Etihad Stadium for an initial £20 million, has certainly felt the weight of the spotlight in recent weeks, particularly after his side's nail-biting 2-1 win at Anfield. However, his transition from Palace to City has been anything but smooth sailing, marked by a failed transfer to Liverpool, causing tension with Reds fans. The Anfield clash was already set to be a high-stakes encounter with significant implications for both teams' Premier League title ambitions. Liverpool, while dealing with their own issues, were desperate for a win to maintain pressure on the leaders. Manchester City, on the other hand, were battling a tough start to the year, and anything but 3 points would have likely ended their title hopes. Enter Guehi, who, despite playing a crucial role in City's resilient performance, was faced with an unexpected and hostile reception from the Liverpool supporters. A hostile reception at Anfield. The boos that Guehi faced throughout the match on Sunday left many wondering why such hostility was directed at a player who had only just completed a move to City. To the outside observer, it might seem like the sort of rivalry-induced animosity that can arise in such fiercely contested Premier League encounters. However, for Guehi, it was personal. The England international confessed to being not sure why he was targeted by the Liverpool crowd, but emphasised that such reactions were beyond his control. "I'm just grateful to our fans for sticking by me and supporting me the whole game," Guehi remarked post-match, a sentiment that underlined his strong connection with Manchester City's supporters. Yet the root of the booing goes deeper than just a standard Anfield rivalry. It was the culmination of a failed transfer saga that saw Guehi at the centre of a whirlwind of emotions. The transfer saga that left Liverpool fans fuming. Before the January move to Manchester City, Guehi was supposed to be a Liverpool player. The transfer looked almost certain when Liverpool made an offer for the 25-year-old defender in the summer of 2025, reportedly agreeing on a £35 million deal with Crystal Palace. Guehi had completed a medical on Merseyside and was all set to join Jurgen Klopp's revolution at Anfield. However, with just hours to spare before the transfer window closed, Crystal Palace were unable to secure a replacement for the talented defender, and the deal fell through. This failure to land their target was a blow to Liverpool, especially with Guehi's potential to be a key defensive figure in their squad. The defender was reportedly eager to move to Liverpool and was even quoted expressing disappointment at the collapse of the deal. His desire to leave Palace for a bigger club was evident, and his intentions to not extend his contract with the Eagles after the 2025-26 season seemed clear. Liverpool had hoped to revisit the transfer when he became a free agent, but in a twist that further enraged Liverpool supporters, it was Manchester City who swooped in. For Guehi, the move to the Etihad was a significant step forward in his career. Not only did he get the opportunity to play under Pep Guardiola, but he also joined a team that was seeking to reinforce their defence in the wake of an injury crisis. Guehi was quickly integrated into the squad, and despite the early teething problems with City's form, he proved to be a valuable asset in their push for the Premier League title. Guehi's comments after his transfer to City were blunt, if not a little controversial. He stated unequivocally that Manchester City was the best club in England, which was seen as a direct snub to Liverpool and their fans. This was a sharp contrast to his earlier statements regarding his eagerness to join Liverpool. For many of the Reds faithful, this only added fuel to the fire. Here was a player who had been on the verge of joining them only to change his mind and sign with their bitter rivals. The venomous reaction from Liverpool supporters following the match at Anfield didn't come as a complete surprise. After all, Guehi's failed move left a bad taste in the mouths of many Liverpool fans, and his decision to join the defending champions only solidified their discontent. The booing was symbolic of a deeper frustration. The frustration of losing out on a player they thought was theirs and watching him thrive at a club that had recently dominated the Premier League. City's title push and Guehi's role. While Guehi might have faced hostility from the stands, his contribution to Manchester City's late comeback victory at Anfield was nothing short of crucial. With the scoreline tied at 1-1 and the match heading into its dying moments, it looked as though City's title hopes would take another blow. However, the team rallied, with late goals from Bernardo Silva and Erling Haaland sealing a 2-1 victory. The win was vital for Manchester City, who had fallen behind Arsenal in the title race after a run of poor form. The victory put them back within striking distance of the Gunners, just 6 points adrift with plenty of matches still to play. Guardiola, whose side had struggled to maintain consistency in the early part of 2026, was visibly relieved after the final whistle. "The title race is not over until it's over," Haaland boldly proclaimed, a sentiment that reflected the mentality shift Guardiola had been trying to instill in his team. For Guehi, this was more than just another match. It was his first real chance to prove his worth in a Manchester City shirt in a high-stakes scenario. Despite being caught up in the transfer drama, he showed his quality on the pitch, making vital clearances and defensive interventions to keep City in the game. With the World Cup on the horizon, Guehi's role at City could play a crucial part in his preparations for the tournament. A Premier League title would be the cherry on top of an already impressive year, and the defender would no doubt relish the opportunity to lift his first ever top-flight title with one of England's biggest clubs. The road ahead? Guehi's future at Manchester City looks secure for the immediate future. Despite the boos from Liverpool fans, the defender has proven his value to Guardiola's side and will likely play a crucial role in City's push for silverware this season. His strong performances have solidified his place in the starting lineup, and his defensive stability provides the balance City needs to challenge for the league title. Looking ahead, Guehi will be focused on helping City finish the season strong and ensuring his place in Gareth Southgate's squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. A successful club season could elevate his status to the next level, as he looks to prove that his decision to leave Crystal Palace for City was the right one. A turbulent journey. Guehi's journey from Crystal Palace to Manchester City has been a turbulent one, filled with twists, turns and high emotions. From the failed move to Liverpool to his eventual signing with City, the 25-year-old has faced a rollercoaster of challenges both on and off the pitch. Yet with his move now behind him, he appears to have found his place at the Etihad Stadium, where his talents can truly shine. As Manchester City's season progresses, Guehi will be hoping that his late-game heroics will help propel his team to glory, both domestically and in Europe. And if he manages to secure a Premier League title, it will be a fitting end to a season that has seen him overcome personal and professional obstacles. In the meantime, he remains unfazed by the boos from Anfield. Guehi has learned to take such reactions in stride, focusing instead on the task at hand. And as Manchester City prepares for the remainder of the season, they will be hoping that their new defensive star can continue to play a pivotal role in their pursuit of more silverware.